just getting so much nostalgia for all these classic movies. I should have known this was going to do this to me. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen and this is Cmoore-Books. And you're about to see a lot of books if I get them all into the camera view. Yeah, they all don't fit. So yeah, this is the craziness I'm trying to get into. So I had this idea. So what originally started, the idea was just this stack, and then it grew. So they're, oh gosh, what publisher is it? Might be Disney Hyperion. Don't quote me on that. Oh, crap. I don't know who's making these. I can't remember. It's looking like Insight Kids. Oh, Hachette Book, I think. Or something might be made by different people. I'm not sure. But something that has been recently coming out is pop classics. So like our classic movies, they've been coming out with picture book forms of these movies. So I want to do a reading vlog, sharing my experience of reading some of these. So we have E.T., the extraterrestrial. We have Back to the Future. We have Clueless. So these are the ones that are actually like based on the book. And then we have some board books that are like on specific like topics. Oh my gosh, and we're about to lose the board books. That's the other stack decided to go rogue. Then I don't know if some of you might have heard of this, but this movie is like really cool. It's like Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal. So this is the Book of Opposites, Dark Crystal version. And then we have Twister, Right Hand Here. I'm not sure what this book is about, but I'm excited to figure it out. Then we have The Princess Bride accounting story. So excited for that. Then we have another Back to the Future thing, Telling Time with Marty McFly. And of course, they would have to do this with Candyland. Candyland Colors, A Lift the Flap book. So, got Candyland. This one's so good. The Golden Girls, Good Night Girls, little board book. So sad that all the Golden Girls are gone now. Yeah. And then we have another E.T. E.T.'s First Words. We have Godzilla versus King Kong. Sometimes Friends Fight. And then finally, we have Labyrinth, Straight to the Castle. Turn left and right, go up and down. Not sure. So apparently we're learning our directions. So, gotta love cartoon version of David Bowie right there. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to remember who the girl is in this film. Oh, and I know she's a really famous actress. Oh, crap. I can see her in her future self, and now it's gonna come to me later. And then I was like, well, I could just expand it. Besides just those, I'd be like, well, how many graphic novels? What if I decided to read all the graphic novels that I have out from my library right now, / picture books that I've read, and then I tacked on a couple of mine that I've been wanting to read. So we'll start with the library ones. So we have Who Owns the Clouds by Mario Broussard, I think is the illustrator, by Gerard Dubois. I discovered this when I was talking to the the children's director where I volunteer. This is one of the books that she was processing, and it is translated from French. I'm pretty sure. So just the cover really got me fascinated. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I'm excited to figure it out. And then one of the girls in my tween book club, this is one of her favorite graphic novel series, Sunny Side Up by Jennifer L. Holmes. So decided to pick that up. I have no idea how I found this one, but I know it's gonna be a really difficult read. Known to this, memoir of a mass shooting. And I honestly have no idea where I came across this one. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna save that one for last and get tissues before I read it. For sure. And then I have 100 Years of Happiness. I can just already tell this book is gonna be tender, just based on the front. Then we have The Legend of the Valentine. And then I got this one just because it looked cute. Nothing Rhymes with Orange. Penguin and Penelope I got just because my dog's name is Penelope and it looked cute. We have When Elephant Met Giraffe, and Hamsters Make Terrible Roommates. I know I got this one in particular for story time. I think it's about extroverts versus introverts. So this one I will be evaluating, see if it works for my story time. And then the ones that I added for my own personal collection is finishing Spy X Family Volume 3, because I'm in the middle of that. And then I really want to read the graphic novelization of Demon in the Wood by Leigh Bardugo. And then Danny Pendergrass did the art. So, oh, and then I got the pre-order, so I got the pre-order print, and it's holographic. I almost forgot what that was called for a second. And then I added one more to my list because why not? This is turning into the longest intro ever. And then the final one is Volume 6 of the Mortal Instruments graphic novel series. So I think we're in Alicante at this point, from what I remember. So really excited for that. I've really enjoyed these. So yeah, I will come back to you with some updates soon. So I want to do my first little update. So I finished a few, and I did not realize, but I actually read 2 of these about a year ago. Apparently I read Back to the Future, but it was just as good as it was the first time I read a year ago. The magic of Goodreads and reminding you of stuff you've previously read. So, and it really made me want to watch this movie. Same thing with E.T. I haven't read this one, and they're both just as good as I remembered. And I have such nostalgia for these movies, and it made me realize that I've watched this movie much more recently, but I don't think I've watched this one since I was a child. So I need to like rewatch this one like ASAP, because I forgot a lot of stuff. You know, just read the picture book about a year ago. So, and then this one was a first time read. So this was so adorable. So they're not set, this book isn't set in high school. They instead have them in elementary school age, so it makes it even cuter. And so they just learn like good lessons about accepting people for who they are, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So you got like the classic characters, but like learning good lessons, and yeah, I really recommend this one. And this also made me want to watch the movie. Oh, I'm just getting so much nostalgia for all these classic movies. I should have known this was going to do this to me. So now on to even more books that are going to give me even more nostalgia to watch even more movies, which I don't usually end up following through with. You can just ask my sister. Hello. I want to do one last update before I went to sleep because I'm liable to not give my best opinions in the morning, or not my first gut reaction opinions in the morning. I meant to give them earlier, but my mom and I ended up watching a movie. So we shall start with the book on top. The Dark Crystal Book of Opposites. This was rather disappointing. I think I ended up giving this 2 stars. Where's the 3? Crap. This is not a good sign. I'm pretty sure it was 2. Yeah, it was 2. And the only reason I gave it 2 was because it had stuff you could touch. Because it's literally like, just like low, high. And that's all the words, like just opposite words. And then there's stuff you can touch. So I was just kind of disappointed. I felt like they could have done more. I don't know. So that was Dark Crystal. Such a classic movie. This one, I had no idea what to do, what this one was going to be about. Kids will love this book. It's like playing like Twister, but like with the book. Where is the most complicated page? It's like the next to last one, I think. Like, imagine doing that. Sure, a child can do that. Imagine doing that as an adult with like adult Twister, or like us trying to do that, like as adults. I don't bend that way no more. That's for sure. At least not without something going wrong. But yeah, super cute. I gave this 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. The Princess Bride counting story. I ended up giving this 3 stars. It was okay. There really wasn't a story. It was basically just like pictures. Like, it's like one story, 2 lovers, and it's just like counting up things and showing you pictures from the story. The only thing that made me laugh was really this 6 fingers. I like died. And then 8 jeers. So I felt like they could have given like more of the actual like story, like it with the book, like with the text, like with the counting over here, and that could have given more context to all the pictures over here. So, because like I got everything with what was going on, but a child wouldn't find this very interesting. Like the 6 fingers, like they'd be like, 6 fingers? Be like, Mom, I don't understand. And like the parent would be over there like busting up laughing, and their child would be like, you crazy. So I had to give it 3 stars. And then Telling Time with Marty McFly. This was actually really, I think this is a great way for kids to learn time. So I'll show you. So like it tells you where to put like the hands, and then you like turn it here, and then there's different versions of the clock for each different page. And so you go through the story and like, well, where's Marty supposed to be? And so it's just a great way for kids to learn to tell time with Marty McFly and going through like his daily life. So I gave this 5 stars. And then we have Candyland Colors. I ended up giving this 3 stars. I thought it was fine. I just felt like we could have done more with the colors. And here's why. We had 3 pages at the beginning of like getting into the story. Like 3 full pages. Like we could have knocked this down to like 2 and then spent more time on colors. So yeah, I just felt like there wasn't enough time spent on colors, and I felt like they could have jazzed up the colors a little bit. And in my mind, I don't know how they could have done that right now, but yeah. The Candyland just doesn't look like the Candyland like from when I was a kid. But honestly, I'm sure that my mom was like, well, your Candyland does not look like my Candyland. So there's multiple different versions of Candyland. So and then E.T.'s first words. So this is actually really cool. So every page E.T.'s learning 2, and then you're like scrolling around to find the right word. So he's learning to read, and then there's another scroll thing on this side to find the words for this side of the page. So I think that's a really great way to teach kids their first words. I gave this 5 stars, but it says it's for 3+. But I feel like this should be for slightly older kids, maybe like 4 or 5. But I guess if you're reading it with them, it'd be fun. They would love to just scroll through. I know a little guy in my life, he would just love to just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling forever and ever. And then we have the Golden Girls. Good night, girls. And boy, was this so much fun. 5 out of 5. Just like the Golden Girls, like they're little girls, and oh, it just had me busting up. I just love Ma. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? Yeah, the mother's name. Blanche Rose. Blanche, just, I don't know. I can't think of, yeah. But, Dorothy's mother, her and I feel so connected sometimes to her. She just cracks me up with her sass. This one, I was not sure what to feel about this one. I was like, I don't know where they're going with this. But this was so tender and adorable. So it shares with you like 10 great ways to be a friend, and it has you count and find different things within the story. So like you find the 2 yellow slides, and then where's my favorite? Oh yeah. A good friend lifts you up when you're feeling down. So I just love that one. So sweet. So I apparently learned that does Godzilla glow in the dark? If anyone else can like confirm that for me, I'd appreciate it. And then Labyrinth, I also gave 5 out of 5. This is a push and pull that helps kids like learn their left and right. I thought it was really imaginative and really helps you go through like the story of Labyrinth. It was really well told. So it's just kind of fun for kids to push and pull, and yeah, it really made me want to watch this movie so much. All the nostalgia right here. So yeah, most of these were great successes. A few duds, but yeah, overall some really good ones here that I highly recommend. So yeah, I will check in with y'all tomorrow. Oh, I also finished Spy X Family Volume 3, which was amazing. That's all I'm gonna say because, well, it's the 3rd volume. And I don't want to give away spoilers. So just start reading Spy X Family. That's all I really can say. I would show you the volume, but I've already put it away in a special place because I'm not willing to get out of my bed at this point. Because yes, I am feeling lazy and I'm tired. So, yeah, I'll check out in with y'all tomorrow. Good. Well, I was supposed to morning, but it's afternoon. It's already been a busy morning, but I wanted to give a little update. About to leave the house and get a haircut. I'm finally doing it. I am donating 12 inches. Did that about 2 years ago, so it's time for it again. But for a reading update, I started this morning, and it's super cute. Apparently it's the author, I think it's the author's experience, or it might not be, I'm not sure, but it's set in 1976 in Florida at a retirement home, and I'm already like loving it, and I've only read maybe like 15-20 pages of this graphic novel, so it's gonna be good things. And now I'm going to the library as well, so yeah, it's gonna be a good day. How can that be a good day if you're going to the library? Pick up some books. Well, it's official. My hair is gone. Oh gosh. Yep. 14 inches. Hair's up to my shoulders now. But I wanted to also give an update on, where is it? Feels so strange to have my hair this short. It has not been this short since 2020, the last time I donated my hair. And sunny side up, I am almost done with this. It's so good. There are just so many things that have just like tugged at my heartstrings. One of them being this page right here. Her friend that she meets, his dad works in the retirement community doing he's a gardener. Him and his family, they escaped from Cuba during the revolution, and he was an engineer in Cuba, but he has been able to work as an engineer because of papers, but he couldn't read English or speak it, and something that helped him to learn was comics. And so he's like, you might say that Superman taught me English. And so he shows her his library full of comics, and I think that's just so powerful, like that any type of English, any type of book can have a profound effect on someone, and teach them a new language. I just love books and the power of literacy and changing someone's life. It just amazes me so much. It just makes me so happy. Yeah. And I'm excited to finish this, and the author there's like different like time jumps, so like you're getting pieces of the girl's story from like the past, and then you're going back to the present with her and her grandfather. And so so good. And it's a series, so I will get to learn more about her. So I'm excited. So yeah, I'll let you know my final thoughts soon. So, want to give another little reading update. I finished 3 more graphic novels. I swear I did more stuff today than read. Cleaning, getting my hair cut, other chores. So yeah, getting things done. First one I finished was Sunny Side Up. This one was so sweet and so tender. And yes, I was crying while during parts of this as I was reading it, because it gave me the feels. So I do recommend this one, and I have put the other 3 volumes on hold at my library. And then I read Who Owns the Clouds by Mario Brassard. This was translated from French. I actually read this one last night, but I was like half asleep, so I don't really count that. I don't count that reading at all. I count this time that I read it, because I actually understood what I read. Last night I don't really remember anything. It didn't really make any sense. But this was really powerful. I honestly think that it's better to go into this blind. But just, oh gosh, I don't even know how to describe this. It's just a powerful examination on the Holocaust. Is what I got from it. And it just really gives you a lot to think about. Just the imagery that was used, and the words are very sparse. So just the how much the author and the illustrator had to work together to create this such a powerful story. It's just incredible. It's definitely one that I'm going to be picking up myself. I will definitely picking up my own copy. So, and I've been wanting to read more translated works. So I'm very glad that I happened to see this on the desk of the children's librarian at the library where I'm volunteering. And then I read Demon in the Wood, the graphic novel, while also listening to the audiobook that was created for it, because Ben Barnes, who plays the Darkling in the show, is one of the narrators for it. Because of course he is the Darkling. I have such a thing for Ben Barnes. I've loved him since he was Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia. Prince Caspian. Yeah. Long time ago, folks. That was a long time ago. Oh, the art style and the art style is amazing in this. And because like I'd read the short story, and there were just some things that when I read it, I had trouble visualizing. And so this really helped me to like, oh, that's okay. I was like, that's okay. I get it now. Like I did understand the story, like what had happened, but to see it was better. So yeah, absolutely love this. And then because this is one of the books on my 23 books I want to read in 2023, I created this little sheet of my 23 books. And so if I finish one, I get to mark it on the outside with green. So I finished 2 out of my 23. So it's a little fun to mark it off, and then eventually they'll all be green. So yeah, that's my little reading update. Getting late, but I wanted to do one more update. I finished one more graphic novel known to this memoir of a mass shooting by Kendra Neely. This is apparently her graphic novel debut. This was really powerful. She survived a mass shooting at her college campus back in 2015 in Oregon, and it's her journey of coping and dealing with PTSD after that event. Yeah, I would definitely, there are a lot of trigger warnings in this, so definitely check those out. PTSD, anxiety, depression, it's definitely suicide, but it's definitely a very, very powerful, graphic novel. So it's definitely very timely, and with all of the mass shootings and violence that is happening in our current world, I hope that there will come a day when we don't have to worry about those things, that we'll be able to get the people that are feeling those feelings of anger or dealing with those mental health issues, the help that they need, so that we can stop the violence. So yeah. So definitely a tough read, but a really good read. So I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hello, it is Sunday afternoon. Just wanted to give a little update. I haven't done any reading yet today. And it's almost 5 o'clock. I have church at 12, and I slept in a little bit, which was very nice. So, and something, in my church that we do on the first Sunday of the month is we fast from at least 2 meals. But I have hypoglycemia, so I don't fast from food. So something that is a sacrifice for me to fast from, instead of fasting from food, I fast from books. So I was fasting from books up until just now, so I'm gonna go start reading again for this vlog. Hello and good evening. Oh my goodness, it's super late. It's almost midnight. And I have to work in the morning. But I want to give my final update for this weekend vlog. Just want to share the last few books that I read. Yeah, they weigh quite a bit. Okay, so I read Hamsters Make Terrible Roommates. This was very adorable. This is by Cheryl B. Klein. I gave this 5 stars, and I'm going to use this for one of my story times about introverts versus extroverts in February. And then I read When Elephant Met Giraffe. This is an introvert versus extrovert stories. I gave this 3 stars. It was okay. It was cute, but it was fine. And then I read Penguin and Penelope, because my dog's name is Penelope. And I think I gave this 4 stars. It was really cute. It might have been 5. I'm not sure anymore. This was several hours ago. I just finished my last book of the night. This is what Goodreads. Help. My brain died. It was 4. It was indeed 4 stars. Yes. But it was still really cute. And then I read Nothing Rhymes with Orange by Adam Rex. This was really funny. I gave this 5 out of 5. Crack me up. That one will definitely make you laugh. It'll make your kids laugh. And then I read The Legend of Valentine by Catherine Grace Bond. I think I ended up giving this one 4 stars. Yeah. It was really good. It had like a really good story about friendship and forgiving, but then it also dealt with the civil rights movement. There was just a lot happening in the story. So yeah, I think it was a lot for a picture book to take on. It was just a lot of things happening. But yeah, so that's why I gave it 4 stars, because I think that there was just a lot of text, and I think it probably would have served better as maybe like a chapter, like a chapter book, like an easy reader to like chapter book. And then I read 100 Years of Happiness by Venha Lai. This was so tender. This is about a little girl. Her and her grandfather are trying to help her grandmother who, what I gathered, has dementia, remember her memories from her past, and they make this dish that her grandma and her grandpa had at their wedding, and it's called gok sticky rice recipe. I never heard of it before, but it's a Vietnamese dish, and it was just so sweet, and I absolutely loved it. My grandma had Parkinson's and dementia, and my dad also has that. Different sides of the family, yeah. But yeah, so this hit close to home. So yeah, and it brought back memories, and she remembered. Yeah, 5 out of 5 for sure. And then I read the Enola Holmes Minecraft Dangerous Game comic that they put out. I ended up giving this one 4 stars. Like, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. And they based it, like, you could tell that all the characters that they drew were based on, obviously, those in the film. I haven't read many comics, so I just got confused at times. I was like, I feel like I missed something here. Like, I would go to the next panel, and I'd be like, wait, what just happened? I was like, wait, how did we get here? But I'm not an avid comic reader, but I still really enjoyed it, which is why I gave it 4 stars. And I love Enola Holmes, which reminds me, I need to read the last one that just came out. So yeah, I binged like the first 6 in that series in like a few weeks. So, and then the final book that I read, or graphic novel that I read, was the Mortal Instruments graphic novel volume 6, which is the last one that's currently out. So this is finishing off City of Glass. Absolutely loved it. So I'm excited for them to do City of Heavenly Angels. So, and who knows when that will be, to be honest. So if anyone is keeping track about what the numbers are of how many picture books, graphic novels, and 3-in-1 comic there, we are at a grand total of 25. Yeah. This has been quite the weekend. And with the other book that I finished, you know, we're not even gonna bring that up. Yeah, so grand total this weekend was 25. No wonder I'm tired. So yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed this crazy journey that I have gone on. Yeah. I was just planning on reading those ones I had to do with pop classics, and then it turned into a whole heck of a lot more. So thanks for joining and tuning in. So yeah, just wanted to say, remember who you are and where you live, and I'll see you in my next one.